My name is Mariah, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys about a dream I had back in 2017. Before I get started, I think it's kind of important to note that when I had this dream, I was agnostic, and up until that point I had never read the Bible. I had never studied it, never heard of biblical prophecy, none of that. I'm just gonna jump right in and get started on the dream. If you would like a backstory on how I became a Christian and just essentially who I am, I do have a testimony video up. I don't have that much time to get into all of that right now, but feel free to check that out if you would like. So the dream is pretty simple. It started with me walking down a sidewalk in like this neighborhood that I had never been to before, and it was nice outside. It was warm and sunny, and overall everything seemed like normal, like it was just another day. As I was walking down the sidewalk, I feel like this wind blew over my head, right? So I looked up like to see what it was, and I see like this giant eagle with its wings spread out really, really wide, and this eagle was huge, like, and translucent, it wasn't brown like a normal eagle. It was like translucent, like I could see through it, and it was kind of like, it was really odd. I remember having like conscious thoughts in this dream, like almost as if it wasn't a dream, like I was really there. I was there. It was realistic. And I can actually remember having thoughts like, why am I seeing this? Like, why is this eagle so close and so big and translucent? Like normally in dreams, like you see something unusual, but you don't question it, it's just normal. But in this dream, it felt real, like it wasn't a dream. So anyway, I kept walking and kept looking up at the sky. And so I kept walking, and as I looked up, this time I saw a wolf, right? Like a wolf in the sky. I know it sounds really strange, and it is, but it was in this position. It like it was about to attack something, like it was about to like jump and attack its prey or something, like its mouth was open. So that was strange. And like at this point I started panicking, like not because I was scared, but like I had this, I don't know, like I felt this sense of urgency, like an understanding that something was about to happen. I just felt like uneasy, like something's about to happen, and why do I feel this way? And I don't know, it was just like this sense of urgency was somehow wired in me. So I kept walking down the sidewalk, right? And right ahead of me, way in the distance, like I see these 3 giant angels, like angels, flying in a circle above a city. It kind of looked like the city of Phoenix. I live in Phoenix, and it just looked exactly like the city of Phoenix. And their wings, like these angels, they look just like the paintings we see, When I saw them, I was so shocked in the dream. I said this already, but like, it just isn't normal, at least for me, to be cognitive in a dream, like to know. Just it was like it was really happening, like I'm seeing angels with my own 2 eyes right now. And it was like, what? I'm seeing angels, and there they were, like their wingspan, they were huge, like their wingspan was like the size of like a car. Like they were really, really big. It was so real. And like they were so far away, I couldn't see their faces, but as I was standing there watching these 3 angels, I I heard like there was this noise. You guys, there was this noise. This no, it was the terrifying part of the dream. Like I heard this noise, like a horn sound, like a siren sound, and it was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was almost as if there were like speakers embedded in the earth. It was loud, you know, like this sound was coming from all around, and the entire earth was like, it was shaking and vibrating with the sound. So the sound was like, it's a sound I've never heard before, but it can be compared, you know, it could be compared to sirens that we hear, you know, those sirens those sirens that sound when there's an emergency. But it was different. It was like very, very low and almost like a natural sound. So like the sirens we have here, like this is important, you guys, like it's important that I explain this because it was so terrifying. Like I want you to know what it was like, you know. But the sirens we have here, the ones we've heard, they're piercing, you know, and high pitched. But this one was like very, very low, like a blowhorn. And I'll try to make the sound for you, but it's nothing is gonna do it justice. But it was like a long, drawn out, like like that's not even cutting it. That's not even. But anyway, it was like really, really, really loud, and not loud like it hurt my ears, but like loud as in I knew somehow that the entire world could hear it too. You know what I mean? So here's where it gets really deep. Like when I heard this siren or horn, I had this feeling, and I've never really had like feelings in dreams at this point, like an actual feeling, like a scared feeling. I was scared, and the feeling was like, I don't know, y'all. I just don't want to have that feeling ever again. Like these feelings were like feelings of no hope. Like there was just this understanding that there was just no hope. And when I say no hope, I mean like I had no instinct to like run or try to save myself by hiding or like just running away. Like I didn't try to go find my family or call them or look around for other people. I just stood there frozen, just listening to the siren sound. And I remember thinking like, it's over. You know, like it was just the worst feeling I've ever had before. Like it was just the worst feeling I've ever had. Like hopelessness, regret, just an innate knowing that it's over. And like I had like this acceptance like of it. I accepted my fate kind of thing. When I woke up, I didn't know what to think, like what to make of the dream. And at the time it was really rare for me to have a dream. So I just didn't know what it meant or if it meant anything. So I did some research online. When I went online, I thought like when I was Googling it, right? And I was like, dream about an eagle, a wolf, 3 angels, and a horn, right? And as I was, you know, looking through articles and stuff, I came across a Bible verse, you guys. Like a Bible verse, and it was Revelation 8:13. And Revelation 8:13 says, "As I watched, I heard an eagle that was flying in midair call out in a loud voice, 'Woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because of the trumpet blasts about to be sounded by the other three angels.'" The trumpet blasts. The other three angels. So, like, when I read this, I just knew. I knew God gave me that dream. Like, it wasn't enough to believe in the Christian God at the time. And if you look at my testimony video, like, I explain all that. But, like, I was like, like, this is from God. This has to be. That's some kind of divine warning. And those sirens I was hearing, those were the trumpets. And the three angels and the eagle, like, it all added up. It was right there in the verse. And, like, the wolf part, like, it still confuses me a little bit, you know, because it's not in the verse. But I've prayed about it a lot. Like, I've prayed about this dream a lot. And, like, I know how far-fetched this kind of stuff is. And, you know, I know dreams are just, you know, they're just dreams. But this was not just a dream. Like, this was something that I've never experienced before. It was something bigger than coincidence. Like, why would I have a dream? Why would I have that dream as an agnostic searching for the truth, searching for God, but in all the wrong places, you know? Jesus is coming back. Like, and sometimes I can't believe that I'm saying that. Like, but he really is coming back, and it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be terrifying for those who just don't know the truth about why they're here, who they are, and what their purpose is. It's going to be absolutely horrifying. And I got to see it firsthand. I'm going to continue making videos about the dreams I believe God has given me. And just so, like, I'm clear on this video is not meant to instill fear or hurt feelings. It's just the truth. Like, it's just the truth. I had the dream. And there was a Bible verse that reflected every part of it except for the wolf part. But like I said, like, that's just not a coincidence. And I know how dangerous it is, you know, or how dangerous it can be to interpret dreams and, like, spew out information on the internet and on YouTube about dreams and visions, because sometimes the enemy can operate in all that. But that's why I make sure, like, when I have a dream, I pray. Like, I pray before considering it to be a dream from God, because a lot of the times, most of the time actually, like, in my experience, dreams are not from God. Like, many dreams can be from the enemy. So I am going to post more videos about other dreams I've had, but I do pray before posting anything. If you are watching this and you don't know Jesus Christ, you can know him. It's not too late. You can ask him just the same way I did. You can ask him, just ask him to reveal himself, and he will. He loves you. And it's not because of what you've done. It's just in his nature. Jesus is God. He really wants the best for you. He's a personal God. He really is a loving Father who has a unique and specific plan for you individually. And if you're a skeptic, that's okay. I was too. I was an atheist, you know. He saves those too. And you have nothing to lose. Just ask him to reveal himself, and he will. All right, guys, until next time. God bless.